Hello students, in the last video we studied about exercise 1.3. Today we are going to start with the introduction of exercise 1.4. Revisiting rational numbers and their decimal expansions. The name of the topic is Revisiting rational numbers and their decimal expansions. Here we are going to talk about the decimal expansion of the rational numbers. Rational numbers, students, you all are very well aware. The numbers that are in the P upon Q form are said to be rational numbers. The decimal expansion of every rational number is either terminating or non-terminating. When we are talking about the rational numbers, when the decimal expansion takes place, it is either terminating or non-terminating, repeating. It is said to be recurring. Okay, so Theorem 1.5 states that let x be a rational number. Let we take any x to be a rational number whose decimal expansion terminates. Terminates means it is terminating. Then x can be expressed in P upon Q form where P and Q are co-prime and the prime factorization of Q is of the form 2 raised to n 5 raised to m where n m are non-negative integers. If x is a rational number and its decimal expansion is terminating, we are assuming it to be in the P upon Q form where Q is having the prime factorization of the form 2 raised to n 5 raised to m. It is very important that n and m should be non-negative integers. Taking an example, if 0.35, if we are going to write it in the P upon Q form, it is written as 35 upon 100. Considering it to the which form? Standard form or the simplest form. It becomes 7 upon 20. When you are doing the prime factorization, you are getting the answer to be 7 upon 2 raised to 2 into 5 raised to 1. So here we can say that the Q is of the form 2 raised to n 5 raised to m. This is stated by theorem 1.5. Moving on to the next theorem, that is theorem 1.6. Let x equal to P upon Q be a rational number such that the prime factorization of Q is of the form 2 raised to m 5 raised to m where n m are non-negative integers. Then x has a decimal expansion which terminates. Here we are taking x equal to P upon Q. Again Q is of the form 2 raised to n 5 raised to m. Then it can be written as, taking an example, 5 upon 16. 16 means 2 raised to 4. This is not of the form 2 raised to n 5 raised to m. To make it in that form, what we are doing? We are multiplying it with 5 raised to 4. On multiplying it and doing the further calculation, we are getting the value to be 3125 upon 10,000. On placing the point, we are getting the value to be 0.3125. So this is the decimal expansion which is terminating. Clear, students? Moving to the third theorem, theorem 1.7. Let x equal to P upon Q be a rational number such that the prime factorization of Q is not of the form 2 raised to n 5 raised to m. It is not of the form where n and m are non-negative integers. Then x has a decimal expansion which is non-terminating, repeating, that is recurring. If Q is not of the form 2 raised to n 5 raised to m, then the decimal expansion of x is non-terminating, repeating, or we can say recurring. Let us understand it with the help of an example. 17 upon 30. When we are finding the prime factors, we are getting 17 upon 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5. On further decimal expansion, we are getting the value 0.5666 till infinity. So it is 0.56 bar. it is non-terminating and repeating. So from this we can conclude that if decimal expansion of a rational number is non-terminating, repeating, P upon Q form, that is the prime factorization of Q is not of the form 2 raised to n, 5 raised to m. The decimal expansion of any irrational number is non-terminating, non-repeating. Again, the decimal expansion of any irrational number is non-terminating, non-repeating. Clear, students? Stay tuned or keep watching my next video for the exercise 1.4.